Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video, we will have our discussion on the upcoming transit of planet Jupiter, which is going to be taking place on May 14th, when Jupiter will transit in the Gemini sign. But in this video, we will try to look at the Navamsa importance of this transit. Because guys, like the way it has been speculated by many astrologers that on May 14th, when Jupiter will transit in the Gemini sign, it will start a Atichari cycle, a fast paced motion cycle of the planet Jupiter in the transit as well. So that means if Jupiter is a good planet for you, you're also running the Jupiter Dasha as well. So the result will come in a very quick way. So now, guys, the point of difference over here for this video is that you would have seen that in the thumbnail, in the title, that this video is about the transit of Jupiter in the Navamsa. Now, over here, the astrology community is also divided. Like, for example, let me give you a very basic reference. For example, Saturn right now is transiting in the Pisces sign, but it is transiting in the Pisces. But if you will look at the Navamsa placement of the same Saturn, so within the Pisces, it is right now transiting in the Leo Navamsa. So now comes the question that if you have to see, let's say, for example, the D9 chart. So will you see the Saturn's transit in the Pisces sign or in the Leo sign? Or or if you have to even see it in the D10 chart. So do you have to do the calculation as per the Dasamsa placement or what? So guys, for this reason only, I had a discussion with some other good friends, astrologer friends of mine. So they mentioned this thing that some of them have like studied from the Bharati Vidya Bhavan, some of them have studied from the traditional Gurukul and all. So all of them recommended this thing that Nipun, when it comes down to the planet Jupiter, which is seen as the significator or Karaka of the D9 chart as well, it is seen as the significator of the luck, of the marriage, prosperity, and all. So in the D9 chart, you do not have to get into that sort of um, calculation related complication. All what matters is that if Jupiter is transiting in the Gemini, in the D9 chart of yours, just see where the Gemini sign is falling in and just try to correlate or anticipate the results. The gist of this discussion is going to be that D9 chart is a deeper reverberation of the fate, of the luck, of the divine blessing. So in which area of the life blessing is going to be supporting us, helping us behind the scene. So guys, I'm very much sure a lot of you who are watching this video, some of them, like some of you are going to be new to Vedic astrology, or some of them just watch astrology videos amidst your schedule just to keep updated how the planets are influencing you. But it's a request to all those people who have been practicing astrology from many years. So have you applied this thing, this principle in your observation, in your reading? So do write it in the comment section. So if I were to guys give my own opinion, own finding, so what I generally do is that I don't get into that sort of complication with the Navamsa and all. All what I do is that Saturn is transiting in the Pisces. So in the D10 chart, looking at Saturn in the Pisces is the approach which I follow. Jupiter will transit in the Gemini. I open the my D9 chart. I'll see where the Gemini sign falls, and that's how I correlate Jupiter. So that is what my approach is, but I'm leaving it open to the astrology community for their inputs. How do you correlate with it? Now, you cannot undermine the importance of Jupiter in the D9 chart, whether in the form of the natal placement or whether in the form of the transit. So I will leave it that out there for the community members to decide and contribute. And after this, we are starting our discussion. So guys, initially my initial plan was to make a video on this ongoing India-Pakistan war that it was speculated already that it might happen. Now it has already, it's ongoing. Now, to what extent will it go? So my initial plan was to make a video on that. But then I just start giving attention to the omens. It's a Thursday. And even in the early, like the Ekadashi Tithi was still prevailing early in the morning and all. Along with that, this very good news of the first the Pope who has been elected, and the Leo connection, Ketu coming over the Leo of the America's chart, and he's American and all. So yeah, so I just thought, okay, omens are asking me to talk about planet Jupiter only, so I just compiled this quick presentation, and this is what we will be discussing today. So the whole discussion, guys, is going to be divided in three parts. In the very first part, we will try to understand the importance of the planet Jupiter. In the second part, we will try to understand the connection of Jupiter with the Gemini. And at the end, I will try to tell you that based on the different Navamsa Lagna, where Jupiter is going to be transiting, how it is going to be influencing you. So, okay, guys, first we will pray to Lord Ganesha, who is the Hindu god of auspiciousness, good omens, and who presides over all the knowledge of mystic sciences known to humankind. So, Om Vakratund Mahakaya Suryakoti Samprabha Nirvighnam Kurumadeva Sarvakareshu Sarvada. O Lord Ganesha, who has got a curved elephant trunk, who has got a huge belly, who has got a brilliance of the billions of the suns, please remove all the obstacles from my path. Om Ekdantai Vidmahe Vakratundai Dhimahi Tanno Danti Prachodayat. Now we will pray to Guru, to the planet Jupiter. Om Guru Devai Vidmahe Par Brahmai Dhimahi Tanno Guru Prachodayat. Om Gram Grim Grom Saha Guruve Namah. Om Shri Vishnave Cha Vidmahe Vasudevai Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat. Again, guys, if you want to strengthen Jupiter, so we say that Jupiter represents all the like religiously connected people, the religion, the religious teaching. So you can do that, but I always say never ever undermine the importance of the Bij mantra of the Graha, of the planet. That becomes very important. And when we talk about the benefic planets, like naturally benefic, like Jupiter, Moon, Mercury, Venus, the Bij mantra chanting of these naturally benefic planets give very quick results. So, okay, guys, now we will start our discussion. So, okay. Okay, so the very first slide is Jupiter is revered as the most benefic planet, symbolizing divine wisdom, expansion, prosperity, and spiritual growth. Known as the teacher of the gods, Jupiter governs higher knowledge, dharma, righteousness, and the path to moksha. So even if you are a like astrophysics enthusiast, you would be knowing this thing that it's the Jupiter only which even safeguards our planet as well in the solar system. So much of the dust and so much of the asteroids, which the gravitational pull of the planet Jupiter safeguards our planet Earth. And same is the way in our life as well, in the human life as well. In the Jupiter Dasha, with the blessing of the planet Jupiter, a lot of the things can be achieved with ease and grace. And guys, I always say they like in the modern day times when we talk about like the beauty of the planet Jupiter is that it ensures that you maintain the biological cycle of the human life. I mean to say, getting married on time, having children on time, starting with your career on time, finishing your education on time. So, Jupiter is a very, very important planet. And I always say Jupiter is the divine wisdom. See, when you give respect to someone, especially someone connected with the religion and all, so more than the blessing which you will get from that person, you invoke the energy of the Jupiter within you. So like the way we say, with the energy of the anger and resentment and frustration, you activate Mars. Same is the way when that deeper sense of respect come out of you, virtues comes out of you, in a way you are activating the planet Jupiter. Whichsoever area of the life Jupiter touches, it gives us expansion, blessing, and prosperity over there. The grace is experienced over there. Now, guys, the next slide is that the key attributes of the planet Jupiter. It's a natural benefic planet. It's a masculine planet, ether element. It's a religiously priestly class, the Brahmin caste. Its temperament is like sattvic, very forgiving, very pure, very wise, virtuous. And it is the preacher of the devatas as well. Its direction is northeast and color is yellow or golden. Now, guys, the domains governed by Jupiter are it represents knowledge and education, spirituality and morality, wealth and fortune, marriage and children, wisdom and the counsel. Jupiter transit in Gemini. So, what could be the underlying theme for all of us? Like the way, guys, what is happening right now? Okay, I was thinking about saving that for like when I will make a video on the this India-Pakistan ongoing situation. So what is happening right now is that the aspect of communication. So the thing is, irrespective of so much of the military arsenal and all, so there has been a lot of the fake news which is doing the rounds. Like on one side, one engaged country is saying that okay, we have struck down your these many fighter jets, and another country is saying that it does not happen. We do not have any proof. So the fake news. So I mean to say, Gemini becomes a very important source of the information, of the spread of the information. And now what is happening in this time period of 2025, 2026, that the air signs are very, very stimulated. Rahu in the Aquarius and Jupiter in the Gemini. So it's not an exaggeration that the actual warfare will happen in the social media and like all the fake news. Now it becomes very important. The onus lies with the social media handles and even the IT information department in the countries. Like there were, for example, one news of riots, one news of one community bullying, dominating another community can make the riots go haywire. So it becomes very important that a responsible way of handling of the social media of information will become very important. And Jupiter in the Gemini ensure that. So we say that cognitive expansion, learning through interaction. So the beauty of the Jupiter transit in Gemini is that, like the way guys, a lot of the classics, like when we talk about even the Vedas, so they were like it was a samvad, it was like a shruti, like they were heard by the divine, by our ancient sages in that purest state of transcendental bliss. They heard that voice from within, and for many years it was passed on through the word of mouth from one generation to another generation. So Jupiter in the Gemini becomes very important. Like the way in yesterday's discussion I was talking about Jupiter in the Gemini, Jupiter in the Leo is like a Raj Guru. Same is the way Jupiter in the Gemini is like a lot of the knowledge can be gained through interaction, teaching and storytelling, spiritual curiosity, global connectivity. Now, global connectivity point has got more to do with the combination and the trine connection with the Rahu in the Aquarius. Now, the Vedic themes during Jupiter's Gemini transit, so rise in the intellectual and educational pursuit. So it's a good period for students, scholars, and the writers and all people who are connected with the digital media. Communication as a spiritual path. So words become vehicle for wisdom and healing during this time. Emergence of guru or counselors who blend logic with the faith. Emphasis on the multilingualism and universal ideas. So curiosity in relationship, trade, media and technology expansion, philosophical fluidity. Now, guys, the beneficial activities which can be considered when Jupiter is transiting in the Gemini sign. So, begin writing or publishing projects, enroll in advanced education or language studies, launch intellectual businesses or learning platforms, join forums or communities that promote wisdom exchange, practice japa, mantra, recitation, or philosophical journaling. Now, guys, when we talk about Jupiter transit in the Navamsa chart, so now from here onwards, the discussion starts on the fresh topic. So, in Vedic astrology, the Navamsa chart is the most vital divisional chart for assessing the deeper potential of planets, especially regarding marriage, dharma, inner growth, and long term fortune. So, guys, that is the only reason, especially in terms of the Jupiter, where we say that if like someone is family oriented or not, someone is actually fortunate or not, how much this person is going to be getting blessed because of the support of the partner or the spouse in the marriage and all. So over there, for all of those signification, checking the strength of the Jupiter in the D9 chart will become very important. I can assure you guys, like all those people who keep on getting into problem, getting into trouble, that is what the affliction you have in the ascendant chart. But somehow at the 11th hour, at the last minute, you get saved. So that is the power and energy of Jupiter operating from the D9 chart, from behind the scene. There is a blessing on your head of some divine celestial being that can be said with Jupiter's placement in the D9 chart, its strength in the D9 chart. While the Rashi chart shows external life, the Navamsa reveals the soul's path and hidden karmas. Jupiter, Brahaspati, the guru of Devas, is a natural benefic and karaka of wisdom, wealth, dharma, and spiritual growth. His transit in the Navamsa chart can activate latent blessings, dharmic milestones, and relationship. So again, guys, as it has been explained by me at the beginning of this video, that for example, when we took up the Saturn's case, Saturn is in the Pisces, but it is transiting in the Leo Navamsa. So don't get confused with all of that. Before coming to this video, I have had a discussion with other very senior researching astrologers in my friend circle, in my community, and all of them recommended this thing that Nipun, you do not have to get that much confused. Simply put, Jupiter is going to be transiting in the Gemini. See in the D9 chart where the Gemini is, correlate with it. A lot of the times people have experienced good results. They get the good results. So that's how simple it is. Now guys, when we talk about the Vedic astrology interpretation, like 2025 2026 theme, so when Jupiter transit through Gemini in the Navamsa chart, it activates the qualities of the Gemini. That means intellect, duality, communication, and curiosity within the realms of the soul evolution, marriage dynamics, and dharmic unfolding. So guys, see, the thing is, when we talk about planet like Jupiter, so sometimes, we all have seen those kind of people, like the person is not that intelligent, but still somehow he ends up taking right decision at the right stage. We all have witnessed and all those kind of people, irrespective of the fact that they are so intelligent, but somehow at the right testing times, either they falter on the quick decision making, taking the right action, right decision at the right time. So this is what we are saying, like Jupiter influencing Gemini in the D9. So that means somehow in the domain of the marriage dynamics and the soul evolution, you will have that capacity to interact and extract good knowledge and take right decision. So Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and Jupiter's transit here suggests a blending of higher wisdom with analytical intellect, bringing opportunities to learn, teach, communicate, or realign marital and spiritual goals. This analysis focuses on how Jupiter's transit in Gemini, Navamsa sign, affects each Navamsa Lagna, ascendant in the D9 chart. So, indicating subtle inner changes that shape outer life over time. So now, guys, so what you can expect from this, to make the most of this transit, guys, engage in spiritual studies, journaling, or scriptural reading. Like the way, guys, like I have heard this thing from many like manifestation, law of attraction coach and people who follow that. Have your vision board ready. Some people do this thing, like I don't like recommend that many vastu remedies in my analysis and my consultation, but some people say that okay, if you have any of the court case problem happening, so take up your like those file and documents and put it in this corner of the house. Or for example, you have any wish, put your wish in a piece of paper and put it in the northeast corner and all. So all of that. So all of that. Second point is seek guidance from teachers or become a mentor by yourself. Stay adaptable in relationship while remaining rooted in your core values. So, okay, guys, now we will start our discussion customized to all the Navamsa Lagnas. So, simply put, we have agreed upon the ground rules, which is as simple as that. Whatever your Navamsa rising is, wheresoever the Gemini is falling, now you have to listen to that section. So, guys, the Jupiter transit in Gemini sign in the Navamsa chart, its impact on all the rising Navamsa Lagnas. And for this, for the Aries Navamsa Lagna. So in the D9 chart, if you have a Aries rising, so that means the Gemini sign falls in your third house and Jupiter is going to be transiting over here. So Gemini is the third house. So that means it brings courage to communicate truth in the marriage, initiation of spiritual writing and new ideas. So guys, the takeaway for you people is that, let's say for example, if you are in a marriage where your partner is very dominating, or let's say for example there are like certain things which you want to clear out in the marriage, in the relationship, so this is going to be a good time for that, because truth might come across as harsh, but somehow it will empower the foundation of the relationship. We know this thing that whether you talk about Navamsa or even in the Lagna, so Jupiter's placement in the third house is like a Mandakaraka Avastha for it, because third house has got a lot of the like headstrongness attached to it, lot of the heat, lot of the aggression and prowess attached to it. And Jupiter believes more in the power of the wisdom, power of the knowledge, rather than the power of the muscle or power of the strength. So I mean to say, so yes, that's what I can say. So it will give you the courage to communicate truth in the marriage, initiation of some spiritual writing, and some new ideas are bound to come to you. Along with that, guys, it's a strong time for efforts, creative expression, and mantra practice. Like the way, guys, I have been saying this thing. All those people who end up transforming their life in a very short span of time, and when you ask them, even they do not have any valid reason to give. They say that, oh my God, I do not know what happened in that period of time. Somehow, everything was getting aligned. People were coming there to support me. Money was getting arranged. Capital investment was never an issue. And see, that's how I gained, and I somehow progressed in a very strong way in that period of time, because I was being supported and guided, mentored by the divine through right ideas, right support, right circumstances. So this is how you can correlate with it. Along with that, guys, might mentor or be mentored in intellectual or dharmic pursuit. So, guys, third house has got a lot to do with our efforts. So I would say that there is no harm, like to get a guidance from a teacher or some sort of guru, tulya person for any of your plans, any of your vision. So it will be much more recommended. Along with that, if you give attention to the muhurat, like before initiating any task, you have strong faith in the omens, in the astrology, in the Shakun Shastra. So give attention to that. Along with that, guys, omens will play a very significant role. So whatsoever you are going to be starting, how omens are guiding you, communicating you, what kind of development is happening around you during that time when you are planning to initiate something will be a message from the divine. That's how we can connect with it. Now, guys, when we talk about the Taurus and Navamsa Lagna, so in the D9 chart, if you have a Taurus rising, so that means the Gemini sign falls in your second house. So that means the focus is going to be on the speech, on the family karma, and financial growth through wisdom, education, or this could be through marriage as well. So, guys, like I will not be surprised. Now, let's say, for example, during this time, if in the D9 chart you have a Taurus Navamsa, and and because of your chart, because of your energies, your partner is like he started making good money, or some sort of big opportunities came, or so this could be a good case. Or let's say, for example, you are in a joint family and you have been having some issue within the family and all. Because, guys, right now we are in a time when there is a lot of the sensitive stress point which has been built around in the in the zodiac belt, in the cosmos, because of the planetary conjunction. Like, for example, we know that wheresoever Pisces energy falls in your chart right now, it might be a stress point for many, because Saturn and Rahu are conjunct over there. Let's say, for example, the Leo axis is also very afflicted right now, because Ketu will transit in the Leo, and on the 8th from the Leo, Saturn is going to be there. So I mean to say, so whatsoever you have had faced in the past couple of months, so this is going to be the time when things will improve. We can look at it in this way. Especially, we can say that D9 chart is the chart of the marriage, of the relationship, of the household matter and concern as well. So some additional money flowing in, pouring in the joint resources, joint pool of the money between the couple can also be seen through this. It enhances the value-based partnership. Spouse may contribute more intellectually or financially, like the way I mentioned. And yes, favors spiritual speech, ethical investments, and also about clarity in the values. So yes, guys, during this time, staying ethical as much as it is possible is very important. We know this thing that Jupiter is a planet which rewards honesty, integrity, in short, good virtues. We say this thing that Saturn is a planet which rewards us if you work hard. Same is the way with Jupiter. Is the integrity, honesty, dealing with people and in situation respectfully becomes very important. Now, guys, when we talk about the, let's move forward for the Gemini Navamsa Lagna. So in the D9 chart, if you have a Gemini rising and Jupiter is going to transit over there. So guys, it's a very good combination because we know this thing that D9 chart is the chart of the marriage, of the relationship, of activation of your luck as well. So it means through marriage, luck will shine. So also those people who are single, this is going to be a good time when like finding someone, starting a family with someone, getting married and all. So all of that is going to be on the cards. So guys, Jupiter transit your Navamsa Lagna first house. So it's excellent for spiritual growth, identity expansion, and marriage stability. So lately, if you have had faced any instability in the matrimonial concern, this will bring stability over there. You will feel more inspired, ethical, and driven by a meaningful path. So, yeah, this is very important because D9 chart is something where I always say that all those paths which, like, because of the blessing and the grace, those door which opens in our life. Or this could be a case that you got married and immediate after getting married, you D9 activated, and at the same time, Jupiter was transiting over there. So, your life completely turned around for good. So this is how we can connect with it. So yes, you will feel more inspired, ethical, and driven by a meaningful path. Now it is also ideal for teaching, consulting, and evolving the personal dharma as well. Now, guys, when we talk about the Cancer Navamsa Lagna, so in the D9 chart, if you have the Cancer rising over there, so guys, that simply means that the Gemini energy falls in your 12th house. Jupiter is going to be transiting over there. So, this is going to be the time for letting go, spiritual retreats, or moksha related practices. So, guys, there is a high possibility, let's say for example, even in your ascendant, if you are a Aries lagna, that means Jupiter is transiting in your third house. So this overall combination is giving us this overlapping indication of a promise that it will activate travels for you. So yes, there is going to be those kind of possibility of attending the spiritual retreats. It is a good time for letting go of any of the pent up energy, any of those energy of resentment, hurt, or betrayal. It's a good time for letting go of that kind of energy and all. It's also a very good time for the moksha related practices as well. Like, we say that taking the path of the spirituality very seriously. So that means that people who take any of the spiritual vow, they pledge something. So this is going to be a good time for that. That you are just, making gods and nature and cosmos as your witness. You pledge something that, okay, I'm going to abandon this thing, or I will be initiated in this monastery. So all of that can be connected with this placement. Along with that, guys, may feel detached in marriage or seek higher meaning in the solitude. So yes, in certain cases, as much as the 12th house placement is good for the spiritual prospects, inner discovery, enlightenment, when we talk about the prospects of the connectivity in the marriage, so over there might be those feelings of feeling yourself or finding yourself detached in the marriage, or people who seek higher meaning in the solitude. So this is also getting verified or valid with this placement. It's excellent for foreign travel, healing karmic debts, or deep state of meditation. So for that, this is going to be a supportive placement. Now, guys, now for the in the D9 chart, if you have a Leo Navamsa Lagna, that means Gemini energy falls in your 11th house, and Jupiter is going to be transiting from over there. So, guys, this generally tells about like it activates the gains through spiritual networks, group learning, or shared goals. Along with that, guys, it may connect with a mentor through a social cause or a religious event. So this could be a case that you joined any of those organization. This could be Art of Living. This could be Isha Foundation, and over there as well, a mentor or a guru figure entered in your life. See, guys, understand it in this way. See, Jupiter in the Jupiter in the Pisces has got more to do with unconditional surrender. See, this is what the beauty of the water signs are. Like when we talk about Jupiter in the Cancer, Jupiter in the Pisces, Jupiter in the Scorpio. So these are the kind of placement where you do not expect any any logic, any fact check, any intellectual clarity verification. This is how it is, and you accept it, you embrace it, you completely absorb it. But when it comes down to the air sign, like especially Gemini, so over there, it's like, yeah, logic needs to be verified. So the acceptance goes through the phase of first, things getting approved and verified on the scale of your logics. So I mean to say, you attended an event, before that you have seen someone, but it did not strike a chord with you. But the minute you heard that person speaking, and that actually touched you on the soul level, like, oh my God, it feels like he knows exactly what I was looking for, what I wanted to hear, where I'm struck in the life. This is what the kind of wisdom and guidance I needed, and I got this from this person. It's just like that. This guy is not talking to 100 people in the audience. He's only talking to me. So that sort of feeling. So that is what the energy and the domain of the Gemini is. So there's a difference between the way air energy works and comparing it with the water energy. So I mean to say, in short, this is going to be the time when you may connect with a mentor, and that will only happen that you attended an event, you attended a cause, you got associated with a cause. The minute you heard this person talking, and that actually struck a chord with you, it strike a chord with you. Now guys, spouse or relationship help fulfill long held desires and ideals. So yes guys, during this time, the support of the marriage, support of the spouse or the relationship will prove out to be very helpful, especially for the fulfillment of the long term desires and ideals and goals of yours, that can be said. Now, guys, when we talk about the Virgo, so in the D9 chart, if you have a Virgo Lagna, so that means the Gemini energy falls in the 10th house, and this is the area from where Jupiter is going to be transiting. So, guys, Gemini is the 10th house. It's a powerful dharmic career alignment. So, marriage may become a source of social respect or karmic duty during this time. So, this could be a case that because of the achievement of your partner, or like your success as a joint, like as a couple, as a householder, as a couple. So you are being seen as a symbol of respect because of your achievement and all. So this could be a case like your relationship and your contribution, your achievements will be put on the pedestal. Along with that, guys, slightly when we talk about the karmic duty, so this is because in the original Kalpurush Kundli, 10th house carries the energy of the Capricorn. Jupiter gets weak over there. So that also tells about that during this time. It is still good for the enhancement of the reputation, but it might happen with a cost of some sort of duty, obligation, responsibility, like moral responsibility, which will bind you, which will come to you. So it's also a good period for publishing, teaching, or taking leadership in the spiritual circles. Now, guys, when we talk about the Libra, like if in the D9 chart you have got Libra, Navamsa, Lagna. So, guys, in this case, like Gemini energy falls in the 9th house, which means it's an excellent time for the higher education, foreign travel, spiritual studies, or guru connection. So, yes, guys, and this is the department and the area we are talking about where the energy is helping you behind the scene. So you do not know that in which capacity luck is actually supporting you. So I would say that any of the concerns of the foreign travel, pilgrimage, enrollment to any foreign university and all, progress in your spiritual sadhana and all can happen during this time, because in the D9 chart, Jupiter is in a perfect alignment for you. So marriage will bring philosophical conversation and shared belief. Pilgrimage or learning ancient scriptures is also possible when like Jupiter is going to be transiting in the 9th house of your D9 chart. Again, guys, D9 chart is the chart of the fortune. And in the D9 chart, first house, seventh house, ninth house, like even the fifth house plays a very significant role. So for all those people in whose case in this discussion, in this video, if Jupiter is transiting in the trine houses of your Navamsa, including the seventh house, like first, fifth, seventh, and ninth, this is going to be a time of the fortune awakening. We can say this thing. Now, guys, when we talk about the Scorpio Navamsa Lagna. So in the D9 chart, if you have a Scorpio rising over there. So guys, we know this thing that now the Gemini energy falls in your 8th house. So that means this transit will trigger deep transformation, interest in the Tantra or mysticism, or healing of the marital blocks. So now guys, this is good in this regard that if you're already having like having some sort of blockages or like issues within the marriage and all, so this is going to be the time when the energy or the blessing of the Jupiter can transform things. People who are very serious seeker in the path of the tantra mantra and all, this is going to be a supportive time. And like lastly guys, I mentioned this thing, so if you are already having issue within the marriage with your partner and all, there have been some blockages which you are experiencing, so it's going to be a good time of purification, cleansing, or healing those issues as well. So guys, potential to receive secret knowledge or hidden blessing, like any in any capacity, wherever the Scorpio energy is getting applied or getting applicable, we always say this thing: stay secretive. Don't reveal too many details, because you do not know, the more you will share, you are creating a blockages by yourself. So all what I can say that it's a potential to receive secret knowledge or hidden blessings, may face challenges that become blessings in disguise. So yes, guys, this is what the irony with the Dushtana Bhava is, and especially with the 8th house. So the life will only transform initially, first going through some sort of painful experience, psychologically disturbing kind of experience, and then only the life transform. But yes, although it is planet Jupiter, see, the only difference is that I'll tell you, the only difference is that even the Saturn and the Mars, they will do their job. They will give a lot of pain, and through that pain, your life will transform for the good. But the concern is that we are not able to see the divine plan. Saturn, the maximum in whichever area of the life where Saturn is beating you, it's like very, very less percentage of people are able to see the beauty in it. 90% of the people just start cursing the Saturn, start cursing their problem. You would have seen like it's a case with majority of us, like when we were kids, our parents used to be hard on us, they used to discipline us for that, they used to be mean to us. So 90% of the people of that age, they just held their parents accountable and made them villain. It's only the less percentage of the children who are able to see this thing that okay, my parents are being hard on me for my own good. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, that when it comes down to the beating of the Saturn, Mars, Rahu, Ketu, life and the planets are doing their part. It's just like that. We are not able to see the blessing hidden, the good hidden within our suffering. We are not able to see that. But the case with Jupiter is separate. So this could be because of the guidance. This could be because of a mentor. This could be through your spouse only. You might be able to see that there is some blessing in disguise amidst all the challenges which you are facing. Now, guys, when we talk about the Sagittarius rising in the D9, so in the Navamsa, if you have the Sagittarius as the rising, so that means Gemini sign falls in your 7th house. So the transit of the Jupiter over here, its direct influence on the marriage, partnership, and dharmic alignment in relationship. So that means those who are single, it's a good time to attract a partner. Those who are like finding any blockages in their life, the stars of your spouse or your partner might support you, help you. Those who are in the partnership business, there might be those opportunities which will come to you. Those fortune awakening opportunities might come to you through your partner. So yes, guys, and a lot many times, let's say for example, if lately, if you are like you have lost your track in the marriage, like you have been mean to your partner lately, or you have been having affairs outside of the marriage lately. So when Jupiter transit from the 7th house, it's a high possibility that the person realize the mistake and get aligned in the dharmic path, righteousness in the matters of the relationship as well. Your duties, your responsibilities, which you are like your duties towards your partner, Jupiter gives you realization if in case you have already lost the track. And if you're single, it's a good time for like expecting to get married and all. If single, strong chance of meeting a wise communicative partner. So yeah, it's the Gemini. So communicative and the wise partner. Existing partnerships evolve toward shared vision and purpose. Now, guys, when we talk about the Capricorn, so if in the D9 chart you have got a Capricorn rising, so that simply means that Gemini is the sixth house. So Jupiter's transit over here encourages the service, self-discipline, and karma cleansing. So it's a good time for that. And nothing would be better than that, guys, if during this time only, like you are in a any sort of competitive kind of situation, and where you are like praying to the god to help you come out of your suffering. This suffering could be caused because of the health issue, this could be caused due to the credit or the debt related issue. So in any of the issues where you are being like finding yourself being dominated, so during this time the entry of the Jupiter over here will help you. So this is going to be a placement which encourages service. And again, guys, when we talk about Jupiter in the Gemini in the sixth, so this combination has got more to do with giving good advice to people. So even if you cannot do much, at least if you can give blessing from your mouth to someone, it's the Gemini, it's the words, or this could be good advice to someone, show path to someone. Like I remember there was a quote: you give food to someone, you feed that guy for a single day. You teach a skill to a person, you help him for the life. So yes, that will become very important: guidance, direction, teaching skill to someone. So that is a good time for like utilizing this. Self-discipline, karma cleansing, we discussed. Some marital adjustment or health routines may arise. So it is happening in the sixth house. Again, guys, it's not the lagan which is happening on the front. Whatever happens in the Navamsa, it is happening behind the scene. So that's what, like, this could be a case that in the marriage, you have not been giving much attention to the issues or any of those misconnect, disconnect you have with your partner. So during this time, you will be able to give attention to all those areas as well. Along with that, guys, ideal for working in the healing, education, or dharma related service roles. Now, guys, let's say, for example, if you in the D9 chart, you are a Aquarius rising. So, guys, Gemini energy falls in your fifth house. So, this is an excellent time for the spiritual creativity, mantra sadhana, and dharmic lineage activation. So, yes, guys, because Jupiter has got more to do with the religious things, with the spiritual things. Fifth house is a very creative house. So this could be a case that, like these days, lot many of the yoga teacher and the astrologers, people connected with the occult as well. So when you see their creative work, you see their reels, you see their content, you will see a healthy, a positive, optimistic blend of spirituality and the creativity. So that is the kind of combination which will happen for you. So it's an excellent time for spiritual creativity, mantra sadhana, and the dharmic lineage activation. We generally say this thing that in this kind of combination, like when planets like Jupiter, Ketu are transiting from the fifth house, this could be in the D9, this could be in the ascendant. So some very like what do you call that? Enhancement of your family reputation. So that sort of progeny comes in the life. So you give birth to a child who will bring a lot of the fame and happiness and prosperity to the family lineage. So whenever like Jupiter and planets like Ketu are influencing the fifth house, whether in the ascendant, in the D9 or in the D7, that generally tells about that. May experience joy through children or through students. New romance may be rooted in the shared spiritual values. Now, guys, and lastly, when we talk about the Pisces, so if in the D9 chart you have got a Pisces as the rising Lagna, so that means Gemini happens to be in your fourth house. So that means it will bring emotional peace, inner healing, and marriage support through emotional clarity can be seen with this. May buy property or settle in a mentally stimulating environment, because guys, obviously it's the Gemini energy, we cannot undermine that. So that means you will be in a kind of a environment, in a neighborhood where like there's a lot of the like spiritual religious discussion, samvad, which is happening even for like people to buy property and all. This is going to be a supportive time. And also, guys, gains through mother, homeland, or home based spiritual practices as well. we generally say this thing that when the planets like Jupiter and Ketu is influencing your fourth house, whether in the ascendant or the D9 chart and all. So like, just doing the gardening and all. So that gives very lot of, it prove out to be very therapeutic. So yes, that can be considered. So yes, guys, that was the video. Once again, thanks a lot for watching this video. Thank you.